Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Talks with Toni. So today we're going to talk about really kind of a broader topic when it relates to domestic violence, and it is the economic impact of domestic violence. So really people think many times about the economic impact being on an individualized basis for victims. But looking at that also, if some of you are business owners or leaders in local companies or businesses working with HR departments, we know statistically 1 in 4 women are impacted by domestic violence. So just think about that from your employee population pool. And some of the information that also is very relevant is that many times the batterer may use her place of employment as an opportunity to stalk her or to harass her, that she's working and he's calling her all day on the phone. So it really does decrease her productivity, which in effect also decreases the productivity of the company. We don't want you to start firing domestic violence victims, right? But instead to look at, in your organization or company, how could you create a workplace environment that is culturally sensitive and supportive to families that are experiencing this crisis. If you look at our Instagram, I think we've been putting some really great stats up there. So check us out on Denton County Friends of the Family Instagram, or go to our website, DCFOF.org, and you can catch the link to our Instagram account. One of the really great stats we have on there really talks about 52% of domestic violence victims report that being fired, losing their source of income, losing their job as a result of being abused. Because perhaps the offender came to the workplace and the business owners start to feel afraid, and then they kind of backed off and then eventually fired her. So some of the larger national companies, Macy's, Mary Kay, Avon, Verizon, Allstate, really do take a very firm stand in support of victims of domestic violence and have done a great job of not only creating policies in their corporations, but setting for all of us an example of some best practices. But they also partner with their local domestic violence programs. Verizon supports on a national level, Mary Kay and all of those. So we would encourage and invite you that if you were to have a business, or you're in a role of leadership in a local business, and you would like to have some basic information about your workplace and how to be of support to victims who are your employees. And also, it helps then reach out to us. Our community education team will come out, we'll talk with you, we can provide presentations to your workplace, and we're happy to do that and very willing and flexible on those things. So reach out to us to do that. The other part of that is to recognize another stat on here that I love that staff found that came from some research that was conducted in Maine. And it talks about that offenders, perpetrators of domestic violence, also report that they felt less productive and were more prone to workplace accidents after they had been involved in the incident of perpetrating domestic violence. So you're going to see it from your employee base on 2 different levels. We all know accidents create for business owners a bottom line that could be challenging. It could affect the profit level. So give us the opportunity to come out, partner with Friends of the Family, and we would love to come out and do some basic education with your employees or with your leadership people in your company. We believe that we are the people that could do that best for you, and to help you to be able to address and maybe establish policies that talk about the best practices that some of these role model companies have set for us. So just a little bit of way to think about the economic impact of domestic violence. Please go check out our blog at DCFOF.org for more information, and look at our Instagram account. We have lots of information this month that is particularly talking about that topic. Hope you all have a great, wonderful, safe weekend, and we'll see you next week at Talks with Toni.